Alright, how's everybody doing? So today we're going to be doing color wheels. Alright, so I want y'all to do, this is going to be a specialized, personalized color wheel. So don't be intimidated. I know this is kind of, it looks kind of intricate and all, but I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So I'm going to walk you through the process, okay? So first you're going to start off with a square piece of paper. So if you have a regular piece of paper, I've already told you before how to make it into a square. So, let me grab one real quick, sorry. So what you can do to make your paper a square is you take a regular piece of paper and then you fold it like so. Alright, so get that little corner piece, crease it real good. I like to fold it back and forth a couple times, and then you just cut it off, okay? So now you have this piece. Alright, so what you want to do is you're going to fold it corner to corner. So you already kind of folded it like that when you tore the other piece off. So now you have it where you have two triangles if you fold it diagonally, okay? And then you're going to take it and you're going to fold it again. Okay? So if you open it up, you have an X if you hold it like this, all right? So fold it and then fold it. Okay? So here comes the tricky part, all right? You want to turn it where the triangle, the tip of the triangle is upside down, all right? And you're going to fold it like this, okay? So where you have about an equal amount of space here, okay? So that way when you fold it over like that, it fits perfectly, okay? And that's it. All right, so I know that might have been a little confusing. Rewind it, pause it a couple times, but 1, 2, 3. So when you open it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You want 12 spaces, okay? So that's how you do that. All right, you want 12 equal spaces. All right, so when you're done, you have 12 equal spaces, okay? So now that you have 12 equal spaces, I'm going to show you what to do next. So we're going to do a color wheel. Now it's important that these colors are in the right order, okay? So I'll have a photo, so don't move on to the next step until you reference this color wheel, okay? So I put my colors in order already. Well, they were in order. But you want to have all the right colors, okay? And if you don't have the right colors, you want to have the 6 basic colors. You want to have yellow, blue, and red, and violet or purple, orange, and green. All right, you got to have those 6 at least, and then that way you can mix them together to make the blue violet, the red violet, the red orange, the yellow orange, the yellow green, and the blue green. Okay, so I will start. Let me get my colors back in order. Okay, so I'll start with the red. yellow, orange, orange, red, orange. Okay, so, all right, so in the color wheel, it starts, I mean, you start wherever you want, but you want to make sure that your colors are in the order that you start. Okay, so I'm going to start with red. All right, so red is right here. So you just want to mark it red, okay? So that way you don't get mixed up. You don't want to get your colors mixed up. So what I do is I start with right, a violet, red, violet. I start with my primary and my secondary colors first, okay? So red, violet, and then blue. So you want them spaced in the right areas. And then green. And so it's very important that you get this step right, okay? And I like to keep my colors in order just so they don't green, that's yellow, green, then yellow. You keep your color pencils in order, then you don't mess up. And then orange, okay? So now I got all my primary and my secondary colors, okay? So now I can go and do the red, violet, and I used magenta for my red, violet, and then blue, violet. See, I almost messed up. That's why it's important to keep those colors in order. Blue, green. Yellow, green. So all the tertiary and the intermediate colors, they'll have two names, like blue, green, yellow, green, red, orange. So that's how you can tell the difference. Now, if like a lot of color pencil sets don't come with those, so that's okay if yours didn't come with them. You just mix your color pencils, okay? And you can do that creatively however you want. But now you know how the colors are supposed to be ordered. So now you got this part done. All right, so what we're gonna do next is, so you can use a black color pencil to do this, or you can use a marker. A regular marker wouldn't work too well because they're kind of thicker. So what I use is this pen. I use a black pen, but you can use a black colored pencil. It'll work just as well. All right, so what you do is you start at the center, and you just go back and forth. Now you can do it like this. So you're just making like a C shape, and you're getting wider as you get closer to the edge. Now, it's the same thing that we kind of did already on another project. All right, so you got one, then you just move to the next one. So you can still see the yellow label. So when you go back to color, and you do the same thing here. You might go from this way. But see, now I like to go back and forth because it's a lot quicker. But some of y'all might have difficulty doing this. So that's okay if you do. It doesn't matter how you get them done. You can do them however you want. So this works just fine with the black colored pencil. If you don't have a black marker or pen, the marker will probably be, it'll come out too thick because these sections aren't that wide. So a black pen or a black colored pencil is good for this. All right, but make sure your colored pencil is really sharp if you're using a colored pencil. All right, so this is basically just a lot of repetition, doing the same thing over and over again. And then when you're done, you'll end up with this, okay? So after you get this done, now make sure that you're matching your colors to your color wheel. Now that we have this done, all you got to do is go back in here and color these in. Now, what I do is I like to have them like dark by the lines here. See that? This is the red orange. I just color real dark along the lines. All right. So you color dark by the lines, and then you just kind of lighten up, fade them in. Now this is where if you don't have the red-orange colors and like the tertiary colors in your set of color pencils, this is where the blending part comes in handy, okay? So you can use red for the dark part on the lines, and then use the orange for the lighter part, and that'll look really neat when you blend those. Okay, so that's about it. The rest is up to you. So see, I just kind of ease up on the tension, just like when you're shading. All right, remember I taught you how when you're shading, the darker areas you push harder on the pencil, and the light areas you ease up the pressure. All right, so there you go. I'll finish this one section, and then I'll show you how it looks when it's completed, okay? And I'm sure y'all can do some really cool things with these. If you don't want to, do the exact same thing, just make sure that you're doing you can do something cool with the optical illusion part. You can go back and forth, reverse the lines. One can go one way, the others can go the other way. You could do a lot of cool things with this technique. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as what I'm showing you, but I'd like it to be, in the same ballpark, right? So, and don't just throw it together, all right? Do your best job on it. Put some work into it. Put some of you into it. Take pride in your work, okay? Don't just do it for a grade. It's not just for a grade. It's for, it's bragging rights. You want to show this stuff off. Look what I did, okay? That's what this stuff's about. All right, so that's how, see the fade effect? It looks really cool, right? So once you get them all done, it's going to look really, really awesome. All right, so let's see. All right, so have fun. I hope you enjoy it and get it done.